Commercial break's coming back in the next few weeks. We're going to shoot some episodes. So we're shooting in Brian's temporary studio because we're really easy to shoot. So he asked us to do a couple more episodes. So we're going to work on getting the Old Spice guy. And we're probably going to, maybe in the next few weeks, do like a dry run episode because we're going to be coming back after a long hiatus. And so we're looking for a guest for that spot right now. So as soon as I get someone.
Is the stream up and running again? What's the deal with that?
Sort of. It's he's doing some programming.
Mm-hmm.
He has a temporary studio, like a small studio right now.
Okay.
And he can only shoot so many things in it. So I think it's like basically whatever he can shoot in there he's doing.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So, but he's working on getting a new studio and a bunch of other things he has going on business-wise. So we're not gone forever. That's for sure. Just in transition.
So, Rebecca, should we discuss my contract demands now or later off the air?
Actually, later off the air.
Okay, because my trailer last time was just completely unacceptable.
I know, mine too. So send us your suggestions, guys, for guests, because, commercials change every day and there's new hosts every day that are doing like ads. So just if you think of anybody great that you really want, then let us know and we'll put them down.
Get the progressive girl.
Oh, yeah.
Flo.
We've already had her.
We did her. She was great. That was one of the best shows we had.
That's one of the best shows we've ever done. It's always in the top 5.
How far into her whole progressive thing was she at that point?
She was at least a year or two in, I think, at that point.
So she'd been, because they're making new ones, like,
oh, I know.
Every time I turn on the TV, there's a new one going on.
And you're right. I do want to bring her back because now they're doing like internet ads with her and banners and radio spots.
Ridiculous.
And I want to find out, what her deal is.
Everywhere. Yeah,
I'd be interested to know whether she can like act and be involved in other things or whether she's solely owned by Progressive right now. I bet just because she is the face of their company.
Well, she is in the Groundlings, so I know she does that. I don't know. That'd be a good question for her. But we are definitely going to have her back. She's super nice. She's super awesome, and she loved coming on the first time, so we'll get her back soon.
I'm always interested in like those serial people, like the Verizon dude and the guy who got the Subway commercial and all those people who just basically like their whole life is a brand.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, Jared's on our hit list, and the Verizon guy lives in New York, so I've been trying to get to him for a while. He's very inaccessible.
Wow.
He's very protected by his management and his agents. Kind of ridiculous, but...
Who's Ray Rice? An Honest Fraud said Ray Rice would be sweet. Who's Ray Rice, Honest Fraud?
Yeah, who's Ray Rice?
And Jimmy Callahan. I don't know who that is.
Sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, the Geico dude. And I also think we should bring back 1-800-DENTIST because now she's the Esurance girl. Have you guys noticed that? The girl that was
Susie?
The 1-800-DENTIST girl. Susie, yeah.
I was just going to tell you guys that I did a commercial to support tourism for Springfield, Illinois when I was about 14. So if you ever want me on the show, I'm more than happy to come in.
Your books.
You should
That's
make
the first
Katie,
guess. That's it.
Katie, if we can get a copy of it, you should make a cameo like during one of our shows. That would be really
awesome.
hilarious.
Great.
I don't have a copy of that. I should really try.
Was it really popular?
All I know is it was like supporting tourism in Springfield, Illinois. I think it was a regional commercial, like around that area. We talked about hot dogs in it. And ate hot dogs.
What are the tourist attractions in Springfield, Illinois, aside from hot dogs?
All I really remember from the commercial was we talked about a museum and we talked about hot dogs because I think that's where they were made or something. Like,
was it the Museum of Hot Dogs?
Maybe it was.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, hi, Amanda.
Hi. I've been looking at pictures of Emma Roberts for like 45 minutes.
She's so pretty, right?
She's really pretty.
She's cute. She's no Julia Roberts.
Well, who is?
I'm obsessed with her dad.
Who?
Oh, me
you
too,
watch
Katie. Have you been
Rehab?
watching Celebrity Rehab?
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you guys.
so good.
And Keaton, his son,
I love his son.
he's adorable.
You should get him, Amanda.
What a
I
good
know
guy.
people know him, just so
I
you
know he was. He's got such a personality about him, you know?
Introducing he's what a good guy to forgive and forget.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But Eric, is it weird that I have a crush on Eric Roberts when he could be my dad?
Turn down my gain.
No,
What does that mean?
tank top he wore.
Oh, that tank top was sexy.
Somebody asked, what were to boil it down? Oh, it's from an honest fraud. What was the first show that captured everybody's attention?
Ooh.
And take that as you will. It might have been like the first show you watched or noticed, or what inspired you to do whatever it is we do.
I got two.
Wait, what do you mean show?
Like a show on the stream or TV?
No, well, they don't
I didn't
specify,
watch any
but just whatever, however you want to take it. It could be, I guess, a stream show, but for me, I was thinking back to when I was a child, shows I would watch. That I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So, however you want to answer it.
I got two, you guys.
Okay.
And evidently, my mom would come in the room and just find me watching these shows, just sitting in front of the TV when I was really little, and it was MacGyver and Regis and Kathy Lee. I was obsessed with Regis. Obsessed.
I don't blame you.
As a wee child.
How do you feel about him quitting or retiring?
I think he quit, yeah. I mean, I think it was the money thing, right?
It was the money thing, yeah.
I mean, he deserves to take a break. The guy's been working for years, so. But I don't watch the show anymore, but I'm gonna miss him.
Amanda, an honest fraud, really quickly wants to know: have you met James Franco yet?
No, but I'm over it.
Camera
I'm
Jack
not
just
into him anymore.
Because he got too famous?
Yeah, he's sold out.
And he cut off his arm.
I know.
Are you eating? I hear somebody eating.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just curious.
Camera Jack just asked what everybody's doing post stream. So what are you working on post stream? Or
well, did anybody else have we'll do that, but did anyone else have influential shows aside from MacGyver and Regis?
Mine are the same as
Martini, Rebecca?
Like when we were really little, or
up to you. Whatever shows got your attention.
I loved sitcoms, so like I loved The Cosby Show when I was little, and Cheers. So I think probably The Cosby Show and Cheers were the most influential for me.
I grew up in South Africa, so I watched a lot of. There was like a kids TV channel, and I liked they had a lot of different game shows where like you had to do very unusual things, and it's kind of funny actually that's even a question, because I definitely think that's hugely affected how I work as far as like what I produce. So like the one TV show that I used to watch was basically they gave kids a shopping cart and they went into the equivalent of a Toys R Us and they had 60 seconds to fill it up with as many things as they possibly could, and I was like addicted to that show.
I feel like I've seen something like that.
Yeah, they used to do that. I don't remember what it was called, but I know the station was KTV, and I remember all I wanted to do when I was younger was, like, I was nervous to be a contestant, but I really wanted to be a presenter for the kid, like for kids when I was a kid. So, just kind of funny.
It's funny you mentioned game shows, because the show that first sprang to my mind was Match Game. I used to watch it with my mom when Gene Rayburn would host, and I knew that I was too young to get all the adult inside jokes they were doing. But I remember thinking, that's really funny. There are 6 people, 7 with the host, all having a good time. It just seemed like a very fun environment where people just got to be funny and answer questions and making people laugh, and people were winning money. And I always thought that was just the coolest show ever. And MacGyver. All right, Martini, what was the next question you had? The one that you asked before I cut you off?
It was actually a question that was asked in the chat room. It was, what are you guys involved in, like post stream or during stream hiatus or?
Okay, since post stream, I tried to sell commercial break or the concept of it, And also, I've been doing stand-up, pretty much just stand-up since that, and acting. But I haven't really been auditioning.
Where do you do stand-up?
Pretty much everywhere. Like tomorrow night, I'm at the Comedy Store with Eliza. Tuesday night, I'm at Red Rock this week. And then Thursday, I'm somewhere, but I don't remember. I have to check my schedule. But I've been trying to go up like 3 nights a week at least.
Cool.
So, yeah. And then we'll be shooting again soon, some episodes for this. So that'll be fun.
What are the themes of most of the topics that you discuss in your stand-up? Like, is it sex, family, religion, politics, or is it just, it varies?
It varies. I think I'm more observational. Whatever's going on in my life right now, or things I notice in general about life or about people is what it's. I'm kind of all over the place. I don't really.
Hey, Rebecca. Camera Jack asks, how do you sell a show?
I don't know. If he finds out, please let him call me. You try to get people behind it, like producers and managers, and you submit it to, companies, and hope that you can maybe get a meeting with production companies or networks. So there's all different kinds of ways I think you can get a show in. But I've heard all different stories. But this show in particular, I find it's harder for me to pitch. Only because a lot of industry people just don't get it. They're like, wait, a show about commercials? And until you really see it and watch it, you won't understand. It just seems ridiculous. So, and also along that note, Brian wanted me to make sure that everyone understood. I don't know if someone talked about where Commercial Break came from, but actually Brian had an idea. He wanted to do a show about commercials for a while. And I was going on Stewart's show here and there. And he and I talked about me having my own show. And I threw some ideas together and none of them were Brian approved. So he kept convincing me that I should create a show about commercials. And so finally I gave in to him. And then we sort of developed what is now Commercial Break. So I have to give him credit because I guess somewhere along the way there was a conversation, I think maybe in this last week, about that. So I just want to make sure everyone knows he was a part of that. So
it seems like an easy sell to me. I mean, and I'm clearly unbiased, but the talk show thing is done to death, and nobody's done a talk show, I mean, aside from us, where you interview commercial actors when we all get a kick and have these favorite commercials. We watch them during the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. There are ones we talk about the next day at the water cooler. And if you think a show like Tosh.0, where all he does is riff on YouTube clips, I mean, right there in the middle is, we're going to watch commercials that everybody's talking about and interview the people in them. And clearly there's an interest in that. So it just seems like...
I agree.
I don't understand how people don't get that.
No, it seems so cool.
And the idea that Brian has, for the idea that we've come up with, if we ever got to that place where we could do Commercial Break on TV, the actual Commercial Break for TV is completely different from what we're doing for internet. So there's so many more things you can do with it beyond the interviews. So, I think it's just a matter of finding the right person that can think out of the box. Because a lot of executives just don't have a creative mindset and they can't picture what you're trying to present to them. So it's a matter of finding the right people, and I'm going to just keep working on it. But, for now, we're just going to keep it on the internet and see where it takes us. So
I'm getting multiple requests. Is Maria still there? Maria?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, people want to hear from you and talk about Late Night Lemonade and trading movies.
Hey. Yes. Well, Amanda's here too, and we do both of those together.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
thanks for that.
And Katie's here too.
But I don't know about this trading movies.
Have you listened to it?
You don't?
I wasn't invited to be a part of it, so I decided not to listen.
Oh,
okay. Well, yeah, you weren't invited for a reason, and we can tell you about it now. Trading Movies is a podcast that Amanda and I do with our friend Craig, and you get it on iTunes. You just type in Trading Movies with Maria and Craig, and Amanda's the host, and I give Craig a movie he's never seen that just happens to be one of my favorite movies, and he does the same for me, and then we watch them, and then a week later we come back and we discuss what we thought about it.
I love that. That's awesome.
Amanda, what is your experience?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Like so.
I don't know. I haven't ever seen any of the movies, so I just kind of listen and like do errands and stuff around the house. They basically just use my apartment.
Errands around the house.
Errands around the house. You'd be surprised how many things I can find to do around here. Run to the bathroom, stop into the kitchen.
Somebody's typing so fast.
Patterson just put a link. I know Becca Patterson just put a link up to the blog that is the Trading Movies blog.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sorry, that was me typing. I won't do that anymore.
It's funny. I was like, what's happening?
I type like 90 words a minute. It's really obnoxious.
Wow, we should make a show about that.
Martini, what have you been doing post stream?
Hang on 1 second. I think I lost camera. I'm the content producer and the host of rock.com. So
cool.
I create all the visual content and I host and produce all the visual content for the website. And I also started an internship program. So I have a bunch of interns who from across America at this point, but I'd like to make it a little bit more global as well. But basically giving people the opportunity to write some reviews for me and get in on the music scene from a base level. And yes, Justin, I did meet Ozzy Osbourne. And I've been doing a lot of really fun interviews with that. And I book everything that we do. So if you see an interview on rock.com, I did all the coordinating to book those interviews too. So I totally feel you on the whole organization of it's late night, the commercial break stuff. Sorry.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work to get hold of people. But you know, I'm really fortunate. I have met some incredible people who are very connected and who are just very determined to revitalize music on the Sunset Strip and just make sure the Sunset Strip is a hub, you know, and so we're using kind of social media, the internet, and rock.com to kind of help that as well. So through that, I've met some incredible people, which is really cool. And I also, what I'm doing right now in this very moment in time, I own featherextension.com. So I started my own little business. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're little feathers right here in my hair.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
So I do feather extensions, but I also make jewelry, which is what I'm doing right now. And I'm like sitting here and making stuff as I'm talking to you guys, but I just made this, which is a clip-in. It clips into your hair.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah. So I made that.
I can't see it.
Well, I'll give you an idea. It's basically bound on leather on a clip, and it has pink and black and white dotted feathers. And then you would clip it into your hair, and you can wear it or take it out. And I make really long earrings as well, and I do pairs, and then I do feather extensions. So I've been doing that I've got a couple of big events coming up, and yeah. So I'm getting to do creative stuff on all ends. And check out my website if you guys get a chance, just featherextension.com. And I give a portion of my proceeds to cancer research. So I'm giving a portion of proceeds to City of Hope in LA. To try and I have a Feathers for a Cause program.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's cool. And then Becca just posted the website in the chat room. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Becca. Thank you so much. So, yeah.
It's kind of like hair flare. Have you seen that? Those ladies that do the glitter hair?
About, like, glitter strands? Yeah. I can do those as well. I've got, it's not up and running, but I own glitterextension.com as well. But I do glitter feather extensions. So I combine the two and design that myself. And basically, so you'll have feathers in your hair, but you'll also have some glitter strands. So it kind of makes it a little bit blingy, so to speak.
That's awesome.
Thanks. And they're really fun. You can wash them, and who knew you could curl feathers, right? So.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Yep, you can wash them, brush them, curl them, and do everything you would normally do with your hair. And I have one in the back of my head here that's purple that I've had in for over 2 months. And you can take them out at any time, and they don't damage your hair. Mm-hmm. And I have so many colors. So if you decide at any point that you want feather extensions, you just give me a call. And you guys are all in LA, so I meet up with people all the time.
I want one.
Yeah, are you looking at the site right now?
I haven't actually. I'll click on it.
When you get a chance. But yeah, so that's it. And then you can take a look at some of the colors. It's really fun, and started it over the summer, and I've just kind of been going with that too. So I get to be creative on all ends, which I love.
And it's kind of rock and roll.
Right,
So
and I've
you should
definitely
be able to sell it to people that are in that industry.
It's hard because I actually had that question the other day, and I interview a lot of male bands because it's a lot of rock stuff.
Right.
So it's hard to find men who are okay with being feathered. And I have a very strict I will not feather your nose hair policy, so that makes it but yeah, that's so funny. Somebody said Steven Tyler to me the other day.
He would wear them. He would. That's
but I could do like a feather mohawk for a guy. Like I could do a hawk all the way down the back, which would be really cool.
I really want one of these.
Yeah. So, I mean, shoot me an email if you want them. And I'm actually going to be in Santa Monica this week. And then I have an event in a month's time. I'm doing 60 to 100 little kids. Should be awesome. So, fun.
Lamb Sabo just asked if any of us are musically talented. And Amanda and I actually just recorded a song.
Yeah, we did. It's really beautiful.
How did we get to hear it?
It's not out
Let's
yet.
post
We
it.
still, yeah. Well, we still need some things worked on.
Are
but
you guys are you guys being serious? You really are singers?
I'm not.
Well,
really,
I'll let
but
you
I
hear
like
the
to do it.
song.
Maria is.
No, Amanda had a really well. The song is about a cat and a flea and their friendship. And Amanda
It's
plays
cute,
a
but
cat,
Maria
and I play
really is a singer.
But you are too. You play a really good cat.
Are you the flea, Maria?
I'm the flea.
I want to hear this song.
Well, it still needs to be worked on, but it's really sweet. B-Bear777 keeps asking over and over again what our favorite shows on the stream were. To be honest, I didn't watch any shows on the stream, not even my own.
I watched the Real Cool Club.
I wouldn't give Brian that satisfaction.
You know what my favorite shows were? I mean, clearly, we all want to say our own show, and I love Commercial Break. But I loved when they would do, like, the special shows where they'd stay up for 24 hours and play video games.
Yeah, that was cool.
And people would call in. Or the fundraiser was really cool. So, like, all those shows were great. Everybody had their own thing going on. But it was when they would do those ones outside the box where everybody intermingled, and it was you got to see, like, behind the scenes at the stream and all the camaraderie. Those are the ones I really enjoyed watching.
Hey, Mike, they're talking about Jenga in the chat room.
I know, but it's Jenga Extreme.
Is that a callback from like
It's an
2 years
old
ago?
callback. It's very
It's
obscure.
a really old callback.
Is Late Night Lemonade not on the stream anymore? Because
Did they take it off?
They're saying they can't find it on the stream.
I don't think it is.
It's got to be on there somewhere.
I don't know. Brian had a vendetta against us.
Vendetta.
It's true.
Yeah, he did.
It really did.
By the way,
I'm not
that typing you hear is somebody uninstalling Skype.
No.
All
Just
right,
type,
more real questions, you guys, for real.
just
Yeah,
type
does
in
it have a
Late
question?
Night Lemonade on Google, and it should come up, right? Yeah, on the stream.tv.
Did it come
And then
up?
you
Did
click-
you do it?
Yeah, and then you click the links that come up.
Okay, it's good. Somebody muted the typing.
All right, Senior Shutter, but you can't see me right now. But I'm going to do the eyebrow thing, which I don't know if I really think it's sexy. But if you think it's sexy,
I saw it, Senor Shutter, and you know what? I say it's pretty sexy.
oh my goodness!
We have there's some more questions. There's a serious one and a fun one. What do you guys want? The serious one or the fun? Or do you want to hear both and then we'll pick?
Yeah, both.
All right. There's one from Sid Sriram. With such instant access to others' opinions via social media, how much of our thought process is influenced by others? Or the other question is, when Fergie, and I'm going to paraphrase, when Fergie has her wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl, who do we think they'll get for the next Super Bowl to counteract that?
Justin Bieber.
Oh my gosh!
That's a good call.
Can I just
Is that-
vent about Bieber?
Yeah.
I don't get that he has this documentary movie coming out at age, 16 or 17, about how he made it from, rags to riches and how hard he fought and how anybody's dreams can come true. He's a kid still. And, yeah, it's great. He worked hard. But, there's so many people that are, worked 20 years to get where they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just bugs me.
Yeah, screw him.
Who was that, Martini?
That was Amanda.
That was Amanda. I can't see any of you guys except for Mike right now.
I can only see Rebecca and Katie.
Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. I muted myself. Sorry.
B-Bear, you asked if we could get any celebrity we wanted on any of our shows, who would we want? For our show, I'd want, the Slap Chop guy or the Verizon guy. I just think the Vince guy from Slap Chop would be hilarious. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
Okay, the guy who's on late night, it's like an infomercial, Slap Chop. It's this, thing that you use to cut vegetables, and there's, a bunch of different things. And then he does there's, what's that other thing, Mike, that he sells? It's, a towel or something that cleans everything up.
Oh, the ShamWow.
Yeah, the ShamWow guy. That's what I mean, the ShamWow guy. Because he's kind of scandalous and controversial. Yeah. We tried to get Billy Mays, and right when I was, working on getting him through his representation, he died.
Oh, my gosh.
Same thing with the Taco Bell dog.
The Taco Bell dog died?
It's the curse of commercial break. We invite
call
you
it
onto
the curse
show,
of commercial break.
and you die.
You guys should stop asking people.
Or be more selective
people
about
Oh my
it.
God! They just asked Katie.
What? Oh my gosh!
Look, I don't want to say anything, but
And
Amanda?
we're both Red Sox fans. We lived under a curse for many years, so it could be transferable to
I don't
commercial
know
break.
if I should keep talking to you.
you'll be fine. It's fine.
Just don't come on
Amanda,
the stuff.
somebody asked what was going on with you in your life.
With who?
Amanda.
Oh, me?
With whose
Oh
life?
God, not too much. Not too much. Just working it out.
What are you doing?
Katie?
Where are you?
Huh? I'm just this is probably the same as you.
Yep. Just working
Working it.
paying those bills. Just however you can.
Yeah, scraping by. I don't know. It's a hard question to answer.
All right. Well, next.
Yeah, I'll say who I want on. If I could have any celebrity guests on the show, it would be Madonna.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
On what show?
On Late Night Lemonade 5 years ago.
That doesn't have. That's not here anymore.
Aw. Sad.
I've still been doing it.
Amanda! You.
Are people listening to this? I don't believe this is happening. I'm just so confused.
Oh,
It's all
real.
make pretend. It's real.
Pinch yourself. It's real.
Do they
It's
like
happening.
it? Are they liking it? I can't see anything. I've got my eyes closed.
WestJet just said best answer ever. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, WestJet.
Here's a good question for I am Savo. How let down? I guess we've kind of all hashed it out, but how let down was everybody with the ending of Lost?
I was crying. It was so bad.
I didn't watch it.
I thought it was beautiful.
I thought it was
calm down.
I didn't see it.
I thought it was. I'm still not convinced they knew how the show was going to end when they were writing it.
No, I don't
No,
think they did.
there's no way they did.
I think the last season, I feel like they jumped around and smushed it all together and tried to, they were, panicking at the end. How are we going to round this up?
I
And
will
I
say.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it was at least more satisfying because they tried than the final episode of The Sopranos.
That's true. And the final episode of Seinfeld was not that good either.
That was not that good, but I'm watching The Sopranos and I thought my cable went out because it just goes to black, and then I'm like, why am I hearing Journey?
No, it goes to a Journey song. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, why is that on? Did I hit
You
the
guys,
wrong channel?
I went to a talk, a conversation series event thing with Matthew Fox, And he did say, which I'm sure you guys have read, but that the final image they've known from the beginning that they wanted it to be his eyes closing.
I did hear that, and I thought that part was cool.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
I just wasn't satisfied. That's all I'm saying.
I was really satisfied.
What about to the ending of the last image of Late Night Lemonade with Amanda crying?
Oh my god.
Amanda, you cried.
I think I did.
Then she ate everyone.
Crocodile tears. And then crocodile appetite.
She turned into a crocodile.
Oh, and let's not forget the last episode of MacGyver where he teams up with his son to fight crime.
I don't even know about that because I don't remember it. I was so little.
That.
Well, as the chat rooms pointed out, I was old enough to remember it.
Wow.
They've been taking shots at my age since I brought up Match Game.
How old are you?
147 years old.
Wow, you look great.
I'm turning 40 this year. 40.
No way.
This coming year. This coming summer, yeah.
You do not look it.
A day over 39? No, I'm right there.
Bye, Martini.
Martini's leaving?
Yeah, she's done with us.
She's got to do more feathers?
She's got to work.
All right.
Bye, Martini.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
All right, guys. I gotta head out too.
Yeah. Maria, no, that's not. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Thanks, John K. Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You guys aren't even gonna fight at all for me to stay? I mean, I don't have to go.
I just fought.
You stay. You stay.
No, I gotta go. No, I got.
No, I gotta go. Maria, you stay.
No, Amanda, you have to stay.
My neck's getting sore, you guys. I think I have to go too.
Wait.
Oh my!
She's quitting.
This is going to shit.
Camera Jack wants to know what Late Night Lemonade is about. Amanda, why don't you answer that?
Did he didn't watch it? It's like a variety show from hell. It is. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like if the devil was conducting a puppet show.
As he is wont to do.
I thought it was so funny. I loved it.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thanks.
Did Chloe? Wasn't that the show that Chloe produced?
Yeah, Brian didn't want to do it anymore, and he made Chloe do it. And you know what? It was better that way.
I loved Chloe. We should have Chloe on. We should have Chloe on.
We should have her on. That would be great.
We don't review video games.
Who said that? Come on,
WestJet.
Yeah, because that's what the stream needs. One more show about video games.
I know.
That's why we didn't get into
like a whole network.
Senor Shutter says Late Night Lemonade was controlled chaos.
I like that.
That's the
Except
thing. They
for the
thought it was
part.
controlled. Yeah, they thought it was scripted and they thought it was controlled, but really it was just us running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
But that's what made it so beautiful.
Like Mike the chicken. Isn't that his name? The guy, the chicken that lived without a head.
His name's Mike?
You can watch a video online.
I think all chickens
I think
do.
his name was Mike.
Don't they all run around without their heads?
No, he did for years and years.
What?
He did.
That's impossible.
Are you serious?
Well, somebody in the chat room look that up, like on Snopes.com and find
Google
out
that
for sure.
right now. Like
I love Camp L&L as well, Senior Shutter.
Are you telling me a chicken got his head chopped off and he was running around for years after
And
that?
then he lived a really full life.
How could he eat? How could he eat?
Like through a bottle, like a baby
I'm
bottle.
gonna Skype with you guys like every week.
Mike the chicken, I think. Let me look it up.
Maria, that's not possible.
Yes. Okay, you guys, just type in Mike the chicken, and you'll see. You'll see.
I'm doing it right now.
Seriously, one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Look at him.
We are not. No one's going anywhere. Oh my god!
But it doesn't say how long he lived without his head.
Mike the chicken. He lived a very full and fruitful life.
Also nicknamed Miracle Mike. Lived for 18
oh my
months.
god! Could he feel anything?
Of course, Amanda. You think an amputee can't feel?
Here's my thing. What if that didn't kill him? What did finally kill him?
I think fame and just like being bombarded with these questions.
He couldn't answer.
made him crazy.
I just
No. Here's the best.
I just can't believe this. This is awful.
Oh, you guys, I know how he died.
I see it. It's in
Listen to this.
Wikipedia.
I'm like
Yeah.
traumatized right now.
In March 1947, at a motel in Phoenix on a stopover while traveling home from tour, Mike started choking in the middle of the night. As the Olsons had inadvertently left their feeding and cleaning syringes at the sideshow that day, they were unable to save Mike.
Oh.
How do you choke when you don't have a head?
Man, that must have been.
He didn't have a brain, though. I don't
Let's
get it.
figure it out.
Honestly, this is like an X-File. Here's the explanation. When they chopped his head off, apparently the axe missed the carotid artery, and a clot prevented him from bleeding to death. So although most of his head was severed, the brain stem in one ear was left on the body. And so since the basic functions in a chicken are controlled in the brain stem, he remained healthy. But I'm assuming somewhat uncomfortable.
I think we can all learn a lesson from Mike, the headless chicken.
What's that lesson?
Just, even if people bring you down, you got to keep going, and then one day you'll choke and die in a motel in Phoenix.
I believe that last part, yeah.
Oh my God. What am I doing?
This needs to be archived. This is the most amazing
Where
thing
am I?
that's ever come up. I want a copy of the show.
Maria, I'm just so glad that we all looked it up because I didn't believe you.
I know you guys didn't, but you know what? Once you have Mike in your life, you never
I'm
go back.
astounded.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
By
I
the
got
way,
tons of other stuff that you guys don't even know about.
You want to share?
No, I gotta save it.
You should do a show where it's your fun facts.
That's kind of what Late Night Lemonade
That's
was.
what Late Night Lemonade
Oh, yeah.
was.
A little bit.
But no one watched it.
There were
Right.
a few.
Okay, chat room. Do you have any more questions for all of us? Because
No, but they have many jokes about chickens. People are all capsing, oh my God, this is legit. Oh my good Lord. Colonel Sanders killed him. KFC killed him. He was finger licking good. Wow. You guys are the best.
I just love the pictures of him just standing real tall.
And without his head.
Yeah.
He has a fan club.
Mm-hmm.
And he cooking with Mike. That sounds creepy.
Oh my God, when Olsen's
wrong.
They gave us chicken recipes.
Ooh, for headless chickens?
Yeah, chicken tortilla soup.
Cooking with Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's Spirit is celebrated the third weekend in May.
Oh, perfect. That's like my birthday.
There's a festival. May 14th.
Oh my gosh, we have to
15th.
go.
Yeah, but you got to go to Fruta, Colorado for it.
Let's go. Look at that. There's like
I'd
a
like
huge
that.
chocolate chicken.
Oh my
God, you
God. They advertised the festival as attending this fun family event is a, quote, no-brainer.
No Starliner. There is no air date yet for commercial break, but it'll probably be in the next couple weeks. So Brian will update the website. And Eliza's show is back up. She shoots, I think, every week.
Yeah, and she's also has a show coming on. I forget the channel, but she's hosting a dating show now.
Yeah. On TV, not on the internet.
I don't know. I don't know where we are time-wise, but I don't know that we can top the headless chicken.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go
I think
out.
that we should go out on a high note. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? It?
I think that was it.
Yeah,
About as
I think
funny as it got.
we stuck the landing with that. I think.
Thanks, Maria.
I just say what I know. What I know, is what I know.
Maria, the minute we stop this, I'm adding you on Facebook because I want to hear more about things like this.
Well, let's see if I friend you.
Oh.